Maran here, and today I'm doing a little quick drive video on the 2024 Audi RS6 Avant Performance. And so, this thing is a savage beast. So I was fortunate enough to recently, about a year or so ago, spend a week with a regular RS6 Avant, which is amazing. And for 2024 here, it's been upgraded to this performance version, which is the only way now to get the RS6 Avant or the RS7. And I actually spent a week with the RS7 just this past summer, and I really love the performance enhancements. But sampling it out here in the RS6 Avant, I mean, it's gonna be mostly the same, but I mean, I'm not gonna turn down another drive in this thing, so here we are. But as far as the enhancements to the performance version, you have some bigger turbos on this 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, and it does now 30 more horsepower, 37 more pound-feet of torque for grand totals of 621 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque. It also drops the 0 to 60 time by 0.2 seconds, now to 3.3 seconds 0 to 60, and we won't do an actual 0 to 60, but we will sample a more low-speed acceleration as we turn onto this back road. And here we go. The nose lifts up, and man, oh, I adore these things. These things are always some of my favorite cars to drive. I really love these. If I had the money, I would totally daily drive one of these things. It is the ultimate daily driver with a giant, you know, rear wagon hatch space there. All the comfort and luxury you could want. And, you know, now we're on this windy road where this thing is, oh, it's such a rocket and so poised and composed on something like this as well. So the other performance enhancements here, so there's a bunch of stuff. First off, they drop 17 pounds of sound deadening out of the vehicle, so you hear more. I know in the RS7 I was hearing a little bit more of the turbo spooling up. Wow. And yeah, the way this thing, they say they also revised the center diff, the center locking diff, so now it's compact, more compact and lighter, and it also helps to reduce understeer a little bit more. They tweak all the torque vectoring and everything that goes into making this as amazing of a handler as it is, despite the fact that it weighs almost 5,000 pounds. It's like 49 and change. But you know, these things are always amazing handlers. You also have now these, on the performance version, these 22-inch forged wheels that look fantastic, by the way. I mean, I gotta say, they're probably some of the coolest wheels in the auto industry right now, in my opinion. They look so awesome, and they're wrapped in these 285 wide tires all around, so lots of grip there. But those wheels do drop 11 pounds of unsprung mass from each wheel, each corner. 11-pound reduction in unsprung mass, which is huge. So that's going to make this feel more agile, more able to change direction, and just feel less hampered down by the weight than before. And I mean, I always thought these things were really good. I know some people, you know, don't think that it's, you know, got the best weight distribution and all that, but honestly, I mean, I always thought these were amazing handlers. Audi does wonders with their torque vectoring rear diffs and just the way they set their vehicles up. I've always been a huge fan of every single RS model that they've put out, and this one, you know, still to me is just so impressive and just is so fun to drive. But even with these regular adaptive dampers you have here, though, in the RS6 Avant, I mean, they do such a good job of soaking up bumps, and you would think these giant 22-inch wheels with these rubber band tires wrapped around them, that, you know, it would be a rough ride. And, you know, I've been going over plenty of bumps, and it's super smooth still. I mean, you know, it's a little sporty. It's not, you know, going to float over stuff like an A8 would, but it's really not far off, I think, and it's a really nice daily driver. Again, I lived with one of these, the non-performance version, for a week. I lived with the RS7 Performance for a week with these same wheels, you know, just a few months back, and yeah, it's fantastic. So don't be put off by the wheels if you're doing a daily driver with one of these. You know, it's gonna still be a really nice, smooth ride and very luxurious. And I'm going to try some manual shifts here, because they did say that they sped up the manual shifting here, and just shifts in general with this 8-speed for 2024. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, I never really complained about the shift speed prior to these enhancements, but faster is always better when it comes to transmission. So, you know, a great improvement there. Even if it didn't necessarily need improvement, in my opinion. But yeah, so the other thing here is that you can get the dynamic ride control suspension still with these as an option if you'd like. This one does not have that option, but the one option this one does have is the sport exhaust, which, again, a regular RS6 Avant is going to have a great exhaust already, but the sport exhaust just gives you, you know, a little bit more growl, I suppose, and those crackles and pops. love it. Oh man, if you have the money, absolutely go for one of these. Which, by the way, speaking of the money, this one as tested about $144,000. But man, there's some cars that are even more expensive that are way less fun than this, in my opinion. This is so fantastic. I mean, we will see. The new BMW M5 Touring is coming, and it's awesome that BMW is also bringing their high-performance wagon here to the States finally for the first time ever. But, you know, that's going to be a lot heavier because of the plug-in hybrid component in that. And, you know, it's funny to think that this nearly 5,000-pound Audi is the lightweight one of the bunch, but it really will be known for that, you know, once that M5 Touring comes to compete here, you know, in the next few months or so. So time will tell how the M5 Touring compares to this, but, you know, I think that it's going to be tough to beat the lighter weight of this, you know, if you are someone who does focus on the handling of your super wagon. But yeah, so I mean, the last couple little things I mentioned here, though, are the exterior changes, which are pretty subtle, and the interior changes. So on the outside, you now have an option for a matte carbon trim, or you can just do matte gray if you don't like carbon fiber or don't want to pay for it, I suppose. So that's the only other thing really on the outside there. On the inside, you now have an option for a blue carbon fiber trim, as well as blue stitching. This one has the gray stitching, though. You can also get a red stitch. So those are the three colors. So you have the blue option now, which is cool. You also have white backgrounds for the gauges now, which I think is a nice change, and you know, just another way to let you know you are in a different version than just the regular RS6. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. But you know, I love how low profile these are, even though these wheels certainly make a statement, and the vehicle itself, you know, with the wide fenders and all that, certainly make a statement. But I always love the vibe of the RS6 Avant, and and so yes, it's a great combo that didn't need improving, but I'm glad they improved it. I'm just glad they continue to keep it around. I'm glad that people are supposedly buying them enough that Audi, you know, continues to sell them here, and I'm so grateful for that. So please support the wagon cause. As much as I love the RS7 Performance as well, that was phenomenal. It has a very cool large hatch as well. It's very practical. But the wagons, though, we gotta support the wagons. They're awesome. They're the best, and yeah, I really wish we'd see more of them, but I'm forever grateful to Audi for providing us with one insanely sweet wagon. So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Huge thanks to Audi for providing us with this vehicle at this Automotive Video Association event that I'm at currently. Yeah, and let me know your thoughts on the RS6 Avant in the comments below. Thank you all once again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.